Alright, so currently we have our link deployed in render. Alright, so here in my VS Code, so I have all the contacts. Okay, so these are all the contacts where we in this contact we are actually doing this get all, get single, create contact, update contact, delete contact. Okay, and in our server we actually call it from the route which is same to contact. Contact is calling from the controller down to the contact. Okay, all right, so what we are basically doing here is so in our last week we thought about creating contact. Okay, so this week updating. Okay, no, we thought about getting single and getting all. Okay, so this week we will be creating contact. Okay, and creating this contact I will be having first name, last name, email to create, but I'm going to request dot body dot first name. Same with other ones. Okay, so that's basically what we are doing here. Here in our swagger.js, we are trying to create a setting file, which is the output swagger.json, which we have here, and I already copied the link from render down here, and we're using HTTPS for security. Alright, so let's jump into the link where we are going to test everything. Okay, so we're already in the database, so let me just quickly get this one off. So we from the link, okay, we just move down, so let me start from the beginning. Alright, so let's just take this one out. So this is the link from render, and it is going to take us into welcome to the home page. Okay, going to take us welcome to home page. So it's taking a bit time. Oh my goodness, it's gonna do all of this. So let's check if we have because we're going to be using the API. So let's see if it's going to pull this one out for us. Yes, it did that. So let's jump into contact. So what we are doing here with the swagger.json is we're going to try to fetch all, get all contacts. Okay, so let's see how many contacts we have there. Alright, so these are all the contacts we have, and it's about 5 contacts. Okay, so today we are going to be doing some exercise, and in this exercise we are going to post into that database. Okay, so Ernie, let's try out. So let's try posting. So let's try posting something like Pascal and Pascal Anthony, and email we have Pascal, and let's say we have P Anthony at gmail.com. Okay, so favorite color we have blue, and date of birth we have 1998. Alright, so this is what we are going to update. So let's execute that to see if it's working. Let's check. So I'm basically using Mongo, and we have a count of 1 to 5 in the database. So by the time we have Pascal is being added to the database, let's see if we can refresh that and see if Pascal is in our Mongo DB compass. Yes, Pascal is there right now. So and this is his age and everything. Okay, Now let's try something. Let's try to fetch the contact with the new ID. Let's see if we can fetch. Oh, come on, sorry about that. So we're gonna copy the ID for Pascal, and we are gonna check if sorry. So we're gonna check if we can get the ID, get contact by ID. So let's try it out. Down here, let's paste the ID. Let's execute that. Okay. So we're able to fetch only for Pascal, get single ID, single contact. So just get the ID. So we have Pascal here, and we can see that our get by ID is working. So let's try a put. Okay, let's try for the put, and a put we're still going to use Pascal's ID, and we are going to change some few things. Since we had Pascal, we're going to leave that. But Pascal said not Anthony but Tony, so we're going to modify it. So and the email is not P Anthony, but it is Pascal. Okay, said it's Pascal at gmail.com. Right, so it's making a change here. So his favorite color is no longer blue, but it is brown. So it's just BB. And birthday was incorrect for 23/November. So he's gonna have his birthday soon. November 1990. Okay, so let's execute that and check if it's working. No response yet. Okay, all right, so we changed that. Okay, change that Pascal, and it is working perfectly well. So let's check if Pascal Anthony P Anthony Gmail and all of that changed. So let's first check if it changed. Yes, Pascal Tony Pascal at Gmail. So this changed. So we're able to modify that. So let's try one last step, which is delete, if it's working. So let's cancel that. Let's close this and let's open delete. Let's try it out. Let's use Pascal. We want to delete Pascal ID. So I deleted my ID. So I'm going to delete Pascal from the database. And alright, Pascal has been deleted. So that is the message we are getting. Okay. Now let's check if that is true, if Pascal has been deleted. Let's go to get all contact. Okay, so let's execute get all contact, and we are having 1 2 3 4 5 now. So we are no longer having Pascal, and let's check if that is true in our database. Pascal, no, let's refresh that. So we should be having a count from 1 to 5. Yes, Pascal has been deleted. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'm gonna post this video to my YouTube so we can get the link also, so we can see how to make use of it. So let's check our assignment requirement. So we needed an API document and functionality, which we already did with the swagger.json for testable API doc. Okay, so we were able to do that. Okay, and how is that possible? We were able to go to swagger.js and we said, okay, so do this, require this, create swagger.json file. So here in our swagger.json file, we have this already. And very quickly, we're going to check into the routes. We also have swagger.json here. which will require Swagger UI Express, and we created an API doc, and with that doc we're able to create a router, so we'll be able to use that here. Router.use requires Swagger, okay, and that was how we were able to do that. Now, what else are we checking? Assignment requirement. So deployment was functionality at a published link. Yes, we had a published link, so we didn't use a local. But a published link, which was coming from render. Okay, so we had a link from here, and that's why we use our API doc to test out our project if it's working. Yeah. Okay, so just gonna close that one. And what other requirements? So we're gonna check database. Great. Okay, the contact collection for MongoDB. Oh yes, about 5 records that each have the following field: first name, email, color. All right. So exactly. So we did that. Okay. So checking from our MongoDB. First name, last name, email, favorite color, birthday, and we have about 5 data. Okay, so that one we passed that. So security mv file .env configuration, yes, and we hit that in .env. So we have our .env here. All right, so we hit that too. So perfect. So what are that? Requirements: architecture, project MVC architecture is followed where route and database access are defined in separate. Absolutely. So we already have our database defined here. So from our database is where we database, get it connected. Yes, this is where we connect our database. And here, example, that's contact. Here in our contact is where we have our controller. This is where it is being controlled. Right, update contact, delete contact, all was exported. So that is it for week 2 assignment. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and see ya. Bye bye.